what you want. Welcome back to an all-new episode of Talk with Turk. Bish, we are going to talk about Jussie Smollett today. The verdict is in and he is guilty, guilty, guilty. We will also discuss Kanye and Drizzy, the slight Verzuz they had recently at their benefit concert. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first with new content that I upload to my channel. So, you guys, I know you guys tuned into the benefit concert and it was amazing to me. Kanye did all of his old hits and Drizzy did some of his new hits from Certified Lover Boy. I want you to go ahead and look at some of the footage that I captured from Instagram and social media of the benefit concert that Ye and Drizzy put on. Check it out.
Specifically, Kimberly. It felt surreal. It felt like a dream. It was something I always wanted to do. You know, be on stage with one of my idols while he's running through one of the best catalogs of music, period. So I appreciate y'all tonight. I find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. Finish. LA's not finished. Ye's not finished. Drake's not finished. God's not finished. God's not finished. God's not finished.
Now, as y'all can see from the footage that I put together, those two had a legendary time. It was nothing short of legendary. It was iconic for two of the greatest rappers of all time, male rappers especially, to set aside their beefs, come together for something that was beneficial. The benefit concert, of course, for Larry Hoover. Now, I do question why they want Larry Hoover out of jail, but that's another story for another day. You guys will have to go look up Larry Hoover, especially for his charges that were brought against him and what he was convicted of. But nevertheless, I'm glad that these two were able to settle the beefs that they had, move forward, put on a wonderful concert. But, you know, social media definitely came for the two with the concert, you know, stating that the theatrics could have been better, the stage, the lighting, especially if it was going to be recorded. Also, they also said, was this Kanye's way of doing a slight Verzuz with Drake? Because it does kind of seem like it was set up that way. And Kanye performed all of his old hits. They stuck like grits, like it was, you know, that time period again in music. And of course, Drake did his thing. So I'm glad that they did what they had to do. They understood the assignment, and that's what it is. So shout out to Drizzy and Kanye. Now, what we really want to talk about, Miss Jussie Smollett. She is guilty on all 5 charges except for one. There were 6, but she's been left out of one charge, and I'm going to explain a little bit about those to you. Now, Jussie Smollett was found guilty on 5 out of 6 charges at his hate crime hoax trial. After a contentious week of witness testimony, counsel arguments, and deliberation, the jury found Smollett guilty on the first 5 counts, and he was acquitted on the 6th count of lying to a detective weeks after Smollett said he was attacked. Smollett was stoic as the jury read the verdict. The actor sat upright and stared straight ahead without showing any outward emotion. Judge Lynn said he will order a pre-sentence investigation and attorneys will meet via conference call to determine a date for pre-sentencing motions. The judge said the jury will not speak to the media today if ever chooses to. He is also having deputies escort jurors to their cars at the time. Now, if you want to know a little bit about his counts, count 1 he was found guilty on was telling the police officer he was a hate crime victim. Second one, telling officer he was a battery victim. The third, telling detective he was a hate crime victim. The fourth, telling detective he was a battery victim. And 5, telling detectives again he was battery victim. On the 6th, he was acquitted for telling the second detective he was aggravated battery victim. Not guilty on that one. Now, there's a lot of things that come into play for this case that a lot of people do not understand. Now, the 2 guys that were allegedly the attackers were deliberately happy about the verdict because they, for one, have upheld their innocence, saying that this was completely staged. And the evidence has been stacked against Mr. Smollett, especially with the noose hanging around his neck. They said any black man would not just have the noose still hanging around his neck in today's time. Also, they said that Jussie Smollett had the Subway sandwich still with him after the alleged attack. So all of those things in evidence added up. And I just don't know what to believe from this point forward. I hate that it has to happen, especially in today's time, in today's climate, with all of the hate crimes towards LGBTQ+, and I hope that it does not affect people in the future time to come. Now, what do you guys think? Go ahead and leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to receive any new content that I upload. And don't forget, do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with Turk Bish. Just talk with me. Peace out.